Hey, primates! Links to the video we react to today are in the description below. Also be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as hit the little bell to be notified whenever we go live or put out new content. It really helps us out. Thank you so much. Enjoy the show! Alrighty, my dudes. I shared the video on the Discord. Go and check them out.
So you know how every year
Drop
there's like
some
a new
love,
billionaire
drop a
trend?
comment.
Like every year they just start doing something new. One year it's like going to space. The next year it's buying up all the farmland. Well, this year it just might be building cities. I guess it seems like the next logical step. In almost every aspect of their life, they have total control.
Elon Musk beat all the rich people to getting to space.
Just not the government yet. So I guess if they sort of make their own city with their own government,
he's kind of got that under control, you know. He's kind of got a monopoly on that.
So this article on BET
says
like
NASA,
Kanye
of course.
West is reportedly building a 100,000-acre city in the Middle East. In 2020, Yeezy attempted to build his own city in Wyoming, but the state made him close up shop. So a couple
he really
crazy
tried to
things
build
going
it.
on there. I didn't know that he was building a city in Wyoming. Maybe I'm out of the loop, but I feel like I should have known that. So that already didn't work. He already failed once, and he was like, you know what? Wyoming is a really difficult place to build a city. That's probably what was screwing me up. I think I would have much better luck if I try in a totally different country. A country I don't live in, don't know the culture or laws as well. Also, it just says in the Middle East. That's also not a country.
Just a random place out there.
A little more specific, my guy. We previously reported that Kanye West put his Malibu mansion on the market. Now it appears that he is moving east to chart his own universe. According to a post he made on Tuesday, December 20th,
that's got nothing to do with building a city. It's just expensive, dude. You see how mansions are freaking in Malibu? Are you kidding me?
Verified account named Unreleased Ye on X, formerly known as Twitter, the Can't Tell Me Nothing rapper is reportedly in the planning stages of building a new city in the Middle East. I like that they refer to him as the Can't Tell Me Nothing rapper, like that's what he's known for. Hasn't done anything else notable lately as far as I can tell. He was sort of a one-hit wonder. He released that song back in 2007, and he stayed relatively quiet ever since. I guess that one song made him enough money to build a city, but that's about all he's been up to. Okay, so this is the tweet that they're talking about on this profile called Unreleased Ye. I am a little skeptical of BET's reporting here. How do we know that this is Kanye? Anything and everything with Kanye's music. I do not leak any songs, I only post already leaked songs. Okay, it kind of makes it sound like they're admitting that they're not Kanye. Yeezy, D-Rome, Phase 1, 100,000-acre city. Piloting in Middle East, recruiting, project managers, engineers, architects, contractors, builders. Okay, so if this is real, then he hasn't started yet, is the vibe I'm getting.
He hasn't done nothing.
Hiring everybody necessary to make this happen. Also,
even
I
the
don't
builders.
think that there could be a more clear signal that he doesn't know how to do anything related to building a city, because those are all the things that you need. Like, what is he gonna do? So I need project managers, engineers,
he's gonna give the money, and he's gonna keep rapping.
Contractors, builders, and I'll take care of the rest, guys. Don't worry. You know, I'll
He's
take
got
on
that
most of the work,
Balenciaga
and
money.
I'll do whatever's left. You know, that would be landscaping and the king. I'll be the king as well. This might appear to be an overly
obviously, who else is going to supervise?
But for the 24-time Grammy winner, this is familiar territory. How so? How is this familiar territory? It sounds like he tried this once and it didn't work. Then if the next sentence isn't that he's already built multiple cities in the Middle East before, then it's not familiar territory. I don't even think the Middle East.
What do you mean? You didn't hear about the Wyoming? The Wyoming said he tried to build one in Wyoming. It failed, but I mean, he tried it.
Familiar territory to this guy. In October 2020, he was deep into his bag of brilliance when he attempted to construct his own city in Wyoming. I don't think he was in his bag of brilliance. It sounded like it didn't work. Those plans were scrapped after the state put a stop to his proposal, which was projected to be a hyper-utilitarian underground zone that could fit 200 people.
Wait, he wanted 200 people in a city?
Also, I wouldn't really call that a city. He was gonna dig a hole that could fit 200 people. That's not that many. He was really like, yeah, digging my 200-person hole didn't quite work out. We ran into too many logistical issues. I think that building a metropolis in the Middle East is actually gonna be slightly easier, more manageable. Ye also filed trademarks for this venture's name, including Ecosystem,
the Ecosystem,
and Yeezyverse. Yeah, good thing he locked those down. I can only imagine how many people were clamoring to create companies called the Yeek.
Bro, is Kanye West actually turning into like a super villain?
ecosystem.
Bro's trying to make his own utilitarian paradise.
People, and it's called the ecosystem. Even in this
y'all seen the Ecoverse. You get me? Like, it's gonna be, bro really wants his own universe. Y'all ever played Fable 3 where there's like that one city that's under the ground because they thought the world was ending and like they live their entire life underground?
It doesn't sound nice. It's not describing some kind of utopian paradise. A hyper-utilitarian underground zone. It's not even saying city. It doesn't even sound livable. It just sounds like a big area. We just dug out an underground zone. It's hyper-utilitarian because there's nothing here that you don't need. There's also nothing here that you do need. It's just a hole. Okay, so it looks like we got some more info on Kanye's Wyoming city here. And this article is from March of last year. The last article was from December, so this came earlier. Kanye West's anti-Semitic collapse has turned dream of becoming world's biggest real estate investor to rubble. During his heyday, Kanye West's stated goal was to become one of the world's biggest real estate developers of all time, but
of course, and the best way to do that is to build the entire city from scratch.
Shocking new photos of his construction empire, including bizarre futuristic domes, reveal the true extent of his crumbling legacy. Oh yeah, here they are. Bizarre domes.
That's what he wants to do. He wants everyone to live inside of huts. Okay. Wait, so on the left is before. On the right is after? Well, where'd they all go? What happened? Weren't they, what? This is them completed, I'm assuming.
His world-conquering status as a fashion and music mogul vanished, and his real estate aspirations...
Can I go see those? Where are those?
Bizarre building developments inspired by Star Wars have turned to debris. I don't know if they, like,
okay,
were they
did break them
to start with? This is just a hole. Oh, we got a little before and after photo. Okay, here's before. So here's the... here's the best it ever got. And then here's what it looks like now. Damn.
Look, so they did take it down.
We could have had bizarre domes, people. The
we could have lived in the Star Wars, bro.
Pictured in July 2019 to house the homeless. And he even envisaged? Is that a word?
Envisaged.
Constructing entire cities with this.
It's not a real word. I just started reading it. Envisaged. Constructing entire cities.
Inspired lattices. I don't know if that's a word. So he wanted to house the homeless in the middle of the desert in these bizarre domes. You know, I appreciate the sentiment of wanting to house the homeless. I do feel like there's probably a less roundabout way of doing that than creating a city in the middle of nowhere.
Get it roundabout because the buildings are round. Get it.
Of these domes. You don't have to invent a whole new house type.
Yeah, you could have just put a regular squared building.
They would live in a regular house if you gave them one, I'm sure. It's not like they're homeless because they don't like the shape of regular houses. That's what I'm trying to say. Not long after he first constructed the domes in California in 2019, West fell foul.
You know what I don't get? We have technology that, like, 3D prints houses now. Why isn't he using that?
Of California's housing regulations after he failed to get a building permit. After failing to ever obtain one, the domes were set to be torn down, signaling the start of his real estate woes. West had even claimed that the structures were only temporary, but inspectors suspiciously found he had laid concrete foundations first. Wait, they were temporary? I thought they were supposed to house the homeless. You were only gonna do that for a little bit? He was gonna have them live in the domes until he thought up his next brilliant scheme. And
well, unless maybe it was like a... Maybe it was a proof of concept or something? I don't know.
Even cooler shaped house. Have you ever wanted to live in a giant boot? Okay, that's enough about Kanye's futuristic city, because now we're gonna learn about Akon's futuristic city.
Okay, now we got to what we wanted.
Sponsor
I do want a future
Sundays
city.
Is a healthy dog food. It's fresh. It's made from human-grade ingredients. The ingredients list on
That's
the
a very
back
tiny
is
bag,
actually
though.
Really impressive. It's got things like beef, beef heart, beef liver.
Bro, I buy 60-pound bags. How much is that gonna cost?
Carrots, apples, tomatoes, but then it just goes X Games mode and has ingredients like shiitake mushrooms, broccoli, oranges, cranberries, strawberries. I really care about.
To be fair, I just feed my doggo with broccolis.
what I put in my dog's body.
They don't like veggies.
I've wanted to try fresh food for dogs before, but I've always been intimidated because you need to refrigerate it. It's messy. But this is air dry. So it comes in these like nice soft pieces that just break apart super easily. It's not this dry, crunchy kibble, but you can just store it pretty much exactly the same as you would store kibble. My dogs love this stuff. While I was transitioning them from their old
that's how much food you give them? I just fill their bowl, let them eat as they wish.
Food to this food, I was actually just giving this to them as treats, and they loved it.
Oh, your dogs are way smaller than mine, though.
You buy it online, it ships right to your door, so you don't have to go to the pet store and lug around a gigantic bag of dog food, and your puppies will thank you. This stuff has 90% meat, 10% vegetables, and 0% synthetic nutrients. I'm really excited that Sundays is sponsoring this video, so thank you to Sundays. If you want to get 50% off your first order, then go to sundaysfordogs.com/Greg or use my code Greg at checkout. Again, that's sundaysfordogs.com/Greg or code Greg at checkout for 50% off your first order. Okay,
I don't know, Greg. That sounds like a difficult thing to remember.
Akon actually posted this video 3 years ago, an introduction to Akon City. I think I remember hearing about this on the news, and I think it has something to do with cryptocurrency. Like, I think he was also launching his own cryptocurrency, and maybe this has something to do with that. Like, the only way to pay in Akon City is with Akon coin.
That makes sense, bro. It really is like a utilitarian. Like, you're gonna use my money in my city. You're gonna work for me. It's gonna be the beginning of freaking.
Wait, is this? Oh, these are the buildings.
Company towns again.
Abstract art while he was like before we saw the city. Whoa. Okay. So wow, this is Akon City, huh? Inspired by Dr. Seuss, are we? Okay. Here's a very neat little.
Dr. Seuss had some good. That's really the city he wants.
Oh shit.
Why does it look?
Dude, I'll give him this. It looks.
Why does it look like a bunch of feminine massagers? Like just standing up.
Than a so-called
like
hyper-utilitarian
underground zone. I think I would actually rather live in one of these phallic
high-rises than a bizarre dome, at least.
Architecting.
We got Resort of Africa up here. Resort chalets down here. African restaurant. African open bazaar. Oh, okay. Is this in Africa? Oh, yeah, in Senegal. Okay. If it's all in Africa, I don't think you need to point at everything and call them African, because I think we would just assume that. Here's all the African houses. There's an African building. We're gonna have lots of African buildings. Akon Tower, Media Tower, Filming Studio 1, 2, 3, and 4, Office Building, Parking Structure, Residential Building. It's kind of interesting that he already has all of the buildings planned out in a town. Do towns do that when they start? I thought people just build what is necessary at the time when it's necessary. Like the first people who showed up to Los Angeles didn't just start pointing in direct...
That's if you like are building the town for people. But Akon's building the town for Akon. Everyone else just gets to live there, you know, but they gotta pay rent.
To build film studios here, there, and there. Those only
this is not a community. This is just Akon's
becoming a
city.
thing there. Like, what if the film industry doesn't take off in Akon land? Then what are you gonna do? Also, are these filming studios African, or what ethnicity are they?
Yeah, you specified it for everything else.
Only 100 kilometers from Dakar. That's pretty good. Just a short 100-kilometer swim through the ocean from Dakar.
Oh,
so if
nice.
you're already planning on visiting, then might as well stop at Akon City while you're there. You know, I'll give him this. I do believe that this was designed by Akon. I mean, so I'm gonna assume that this never are. So if you were already planning on visiting, then might as well stop at Akon City while you're there. You know,
Nah, bro, that's 100% a lady massager. That's the bit that goes up at the top, and that's the bit that goes like in the place.
I'll give him this. I do believe that this was designed.
Look, they even got the little hump that vibrates right behind me.
I mean, so I'm going to assume that this never came to fruition because this was 3 years ago. I haven't heard about it since. Travis Scott, I've got my own meal at McDonald's. Akon, hold my pineapple beverage. Yeah. Well, I think the difference between those two things is that the top one did happen. Travis Scott did get his own meal at McDonald's. As far as I'm aware, this did not happen. Every architect's dream, but every engineer's nightmare. Is that true? Is this every architect's dream? This is what architects dream about, baby. Blobby, globby cities. They can't find a way to make it happen. I genuinely hope this doesn't lose momentum. The world could use a win like...
A win? You call that a win?
This. Oh man, now I feel bad that this isn't gonna happen. This person is so invested. Okay, so I went to the website that was in the description for Akon City, and I'm just on Akon's tour website. So doesn't seem like it's gonna happen.
That seems like he abandoned that project, yeah, to be honest.
The website doesn't even exist anymore.
No! I wanted to live in Akon City, man.
Friend, where are you? Me, by the weird-shaped Chrome building. I'm by the weird-shaped filming studio. Okay, now we've got a TikTok about what happened to Akon's futuristic city.
What happened to the real-life Wakanda promised by Akon? This futuristic...
The real-life Wakanda? Shut up! What?
smart city is the brainchild of ringtone superstar Akon. There's just one huge problem. It currently looks like this.
He started it? Oh, there it is. Wow.
Oh.
Keep going, buddy. You're almost there. So this
you just get goat butthole. Thanks. You freaking A.
Look like. And this is it now. Yeah, it's pretty close. So this is obviously film studio number 3. I could tell.
Is that a goat or a cow?
The way it's shaped.
The 2,000-acre metropolis, based in Senegal, would feature skyscrapers, a luxury resort, and recording studios, backed up with a cryptocurrency called Acoin.
Okay. So it
Got it. Okay, it was a crypto scam. Got it. That's probably why it didn't work. Got it. Okay, understood. The one time I went to McDonald's and asked for the McGangbang, they didn't carry it. Really? I've asked for it and they gave it to me. Genuinely, actually though, but maybe that's an LA thing.
Was this all just an elaborate rug?
Except for one time I said it to anytime I say it to a lady that works at the drive-thru, they always go like, what? And then I'm like, alright, then never mind. Can I just get this and that? But then if it's a dude, I will like a guy, I'll actually tell him and then they'll just give it to me.
Pull, he was like, everybody.
Well, they won't like put it together for me, but they'll give me like the 3 sandwiches.
Buy my cryptocurrency, and then once you move to the city, you can use it. And then, you know, now this isn't happening, and Akon's not doing it anymore. I wonder what happened there.
Stephen's lawyer alleged plans for Akon City were akin to a scam, noting that it shares many of the trademark characteristics of fraudulent business ventures, such as Ponzi schemes and pyramid schemes.
Akon!
You don't say! What? A crypto bro using Ponzi schemes? Nonsense!
The whole thing was a scam? Akon, you knew how much the world could use a win like this. Faith in humanity destroyed. Okay, now moving on from musicians making cities, we have...
What sucks is that they could probably put half of the money they want to invest into all of these situations and just make decent looking buildings there and actually improve the communities over there. But that's not gonna happen, is it? There's no money to be made in that.
Zucktown, where everything is just Zucky. In Menlo Park, California, Facebook is building a real community and testing the proposition. Do people love tech companies so much they will live inside them? Dude, I avoid going on Facebook at all costs.
Bro, I'm telling you, Mark Zuckerberg is an alien lizard person, and he is going, like, this is just him trying to figure out how humans work. He's like, hey, humans, I am building houses. Do you want to live inside of them? Also, it's a tech building, so... microphones and cameras going to be everywhere, but you don't got to worry about that. Just worry about living inside of the job.
Why I would want
inside of the work. Bro, they really tried to bring back company towns. Wow. And for those who don't know what a company town was, it's basically a company town where the company, whatever company you're working for, let's say Facebook owns your job, Facebook owns the supermarkets, Facebook owns the parking structures, Facebook owns the businesses, the markets, everything. So basically, you get paid by Facebook, you buy groceries from Facebook, you rent out a house by Facebook. All the money circulates back to Facebook in one way or another. That's a company town.
So this is where all your racist uncles are gonna live.
And they even pay you in company money.
John Tinanes, Facebook's vice president for real estate, is showing off the company's plans for expansion. It will have offices for thousands of programmers to extend Facebook's fearsome reach. Did John Tinanes say that? That's probably the journalist talking. That'd be so scary if Facebook is saying that in their internal meetings. So we're gonna use this city to expand our fearsome reach. We're worried that it's not fearsome and widespread enough. But that is not what Mr. Tinanes is excited about. He leans over a scale model of the 59-acre site, which is named Willow Village. There will be housing there, he points. There will be a retail street along here, with a grocery store and a drugstore. That round building in the corner? Maybe a cultural center. Maybe. This round building? You put this round building in the plan, and you don't know what it's gonna be yet? You know what it's gonna be. Tell us what it's actually gonna be, please. And this very specifically designed building that we clearly put here for a reason, with a road leading...
That's totally a UFO landing site, calling it.
...directly out of the city? Maybe a McDonald's? I don't know. How crazy would it be if, like, Facebook City looked exactly like Akon City? Like, all the buildings are blobs and stuff? I'd be like, okay,
welcome to Blobtown.
Maybe I'm just not getting the trends of today. I guess this is just what they're all doing. Everybody wants to live in blobs and domes now. In just a few years, Facebook built a virtual community that linked more than 2 billion people, an achievement with few precedents. Now the social network is building a real community, the kind you can walk around. It is a project with many precedents in American history. Quite a few of them cautionary tales about what happens when a powerful corporation takes control of civic life. Yeah, that's the vibe I'm getting too. Do I want John Tinanes and his merry band of goons to be in control of my life? I don't even know this guy. Facebook's vice president for real estate? I didn't even know they had a vice president for real estate. Why do they need real estate? Stay online, Facebook.
The company,
please.
like,
Stay
Facebook's...
not in the real world. Mr. Tinanes
they need a real estate guy for, like, because it's better for Facebook to own the property and the building that they're working inside of.
Contemplates the
even if it's
audacity
not for,
of
like, the
building
city
a city.
projects, I believe.
It's a good thing, right? He says. Do you not know? This is good, right?
You know,
people
you can make
this.
contracts with the actual, like, landowners
Facebook.
and stuff.
People want to work at Facebook and live at Facebook.
They're,
they
like,
want their whole
good.
lives to be Facebook, right? And finally, of course, Elon Musk is getting into the mix too. Welcome to Snailbrook. First look at Elon Musk's Texas utopian town where SpaceX and boring employees will live and work. So this is for employees of Elon Musk's companies to live at. It's called Snailbrook, which is a great name for a town. And I guess these are pictures of it. There are small houses where staff from the companies will be able to live for $800 a month, well below the soaring local market rates. Are the houses...
Okay, but how much are they gonna get paid?
In this picture? Houses.
Those right there.
These are houses.
They're trailers.
So you live here and you work over here, I assume? Maybe in there? Not the most quaint...
They basically put a trailer park next to your job so that you don't have to commute. You could just work. You just walk into work.
Neighborhood I've ever seen. There's literally like rocket ship making equipment from within eyeshot of where you live. Yeah, I don't like this. This is weird. I think having a healthy dose of work-life balance is a good thing. I don't necessarily know if living in a fenced-in corporate neighborhood provided by your employer sounds very fun. There are certain jobs where that is, like, you have to do that, I know. Like, if you work on a cruise ship, you kind of have to live at the cruise ship. You can't swim to work every day from the mainland. Oh, look, a little play area. That's nice. So he lets them run around in there. That's cool. Snailbrook sits in the middle
It's like an actual prison, dude.
Green pastures on the outskirts of Austin, which has fast become one of the most desirable places to live in the U.S. To be clear, they're talking about Austin, not this place. This place is one of the least desirable places to live in the U.S. Musk,
look at the houses.
His girlfriend Grimes, Kanye West, and the rapper's architect held multiple discussions over the last year about the design of the town. Uh-oh. That's not good. Elon, don't listen to Kanye. Whatever you do, do not take his advice on how to build these.
He's already messed up 2 cities!
Houses. He's gonna ask you
first in
to
Wyoming.
build temporary domes, and it's gonna sound like a cool idea at the time. It's not. He's watching. Surveillance cameras are dotted along the wire fence, adorned with
I told you it's a company store. They're gonna.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's great. I'd love to just have the safe feeling of knowing that my boss is watching me at all times. When he's watching over me, I know that I'm safe. All right. Well, in conclusion, let's just leave the city building.
They're literally turning into supervillains.
You know, Kanye, I saw in your ad you were looking for builders and planners and stuff. Let's just let them do all of it. You don't even need to hire them. They're gonna do it anyway. They love doing that stuff. So let's just leave it to them. I hope you guys enjoyed this video.
Job, some might say.
Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Do you like hot men?
Absolutely great video, my dudes. Absolutely great video. What a freaking segue. Hold on. Yo, you can't just be auto-changing it like that on me. YouTube. Freaking hey, great video, my dudes. Go support, go like.
Trend, like every.
I didn't even know Akon and freaking Kanye were building cities. What the frick? Highly recommend you guys go check this out. Go watch it. Freaking great. Thank you so much, Primates, for watching this all the way to the end. Also, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as hit the little bell for a rainbow explosion that will go ahead and notify you every single time we go live or put out new content. Thank you so much. Goodbye, and thanks for swinging by.